Man, this shit is amazing. This food is fucking amazing.
Oh man, Jay!
He left. He always do that. He just cooking dip.
You see all this great food in front of you, sir. That's crazy.
I was praying over the food in the background. Bow their head and love. That's all right.
All right, Woodland Hills?
Yeah, the Gothic luxury mansion. What's happening?
I want to get a place. I feel like the way I've made music my whole life was very organic, and it's not so much of like the big studio setting. It's more of like friends and family together. We vibing. Oh, you got that vibe? Go in the room, go record. So I want to try to capture that again out here. And we got this crib in Woodland Hills. That was when we really locked in for the album. Like the first time we really, really locked in to make sure everything. I don't remember what Get Lit or Die Trying got made.
Yeah.
Proud of You got made.
Yeah.
A lot of shit got like enhanced and like made solid ideas.
Unreleased ideas too.
And like that house was really good also for our camaraderie for us to
That part.
learn each other and figure out how we. Too often people join up and be like, you're this name, I'm this name, let's make music together. And that's not how chemistry really works. Chemistry is.
It gave us a chance to really kind of connect, you know, and everybody a chance to focus on the task at hand. You can't escape. If you're in this house, this is what we focused on.
Making
We're not
music.
focused on anything else. So it was great. We just put a bunch of gear in a spot, you know, in a beautiful spot with a pool.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
To me, that's how like, since I've been making music that way my whole life, that's how music should be made to me. Like, I don't want to look back at my career and be like, I made music with a bunch of people that I didn't
Really fuck with.
care about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about your career, bro. I don't care about your views. I don't care about your likes. None of that, bro.
Literally.
If I don't like you, it doesn't matter to me. So I'd rather really look back at memories of that, get in that place, and just like remember how fun it was for us to wake up every day and be like, well, we about to work on music. Who knows what we're gonna make tomorrow?
You know what I'm saying?
We have no idea. And that was like the beginning of the album, like around the genesis. Even though we had a few, maybe 4 songs or something like that, we still didn't really know what it was gonna sound like. And that brought us together closer.
Yeah.
That's the first time we had Chef J's cooking.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Oh, remember when he got
And
fired?
we have you to thank for that because I never met Chef J until that day. And literally, we didn't think about this. We got the house and we got the studio, we had everything, but we didn't think about food. So every time it would come around a time where everybody's kind of hungry, so like the energy wasn't really constructive. And then we realized we needed to get a food component. And when Chef came through, and you started smelling the aromas come out the kitchen.
Get a little
Oh
excited.
my goodness, we was just like,
Getting inspired.
Man, I remember.
He said,
One thing that you did for me during this whole process that you might not know, but you asked me the best questions.
yeah.
You literally be like, you ask like some of the most, just it's not say black and white, but you get down to the nitty gritty like, so what is the purpose of all this? You ask me something like that, and I'm like, the purpose of all of this? What the fuck are you asking me right now?
Yeah.
But those are like really important questions. And also, one thing that you helped me do during this project is like, you helped me find my voice when it comes to not using my rasp and my generic cliche voice that I always go to.
Yeah.
I think that like you helped me tap into feeling comfortable with, because there's songs that didn't even make the album that I'm singing, you know, and you're like, nigga, sing that shit, nigga, I got you, background vocals, help you. And you help me sound better, and like,
True.
that's very important. And you did the same shit also. It's like, it's very important to,
Destiny.
that's my favorite part of the song, Destiny, is how you say the word destiny.
Destiny.
That's very important. And like that, how to use your voice is a very, very big thing with music. And if you don't got people around you that listen to your voice and kind of know where it comes from or what you're trying to do, you don't really know how to use it as strong as you could really use it. So like, when you hear my album, do understand that you did help me a lot with like songs to help me figure out how to find the other part of my voice that expresses feelings that's not just rasp, punchline, generic rap, whatever the hell it may be. There's other parts of your vocals. And like I said, most of the songs that you actually helped me with didn't make the album yet. Didn't make the album. It's probably on the next one because I'm not comfortable yet. You helped me tap into some shit I'm not normally comfortable with my voice.
Yeah.
I think that's very important too, because as an artist, you get kind of like, it's like a stranglehold. You get caught in this, people like me like this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep doing this. And it's like, maybe Jadakiss wants to use a different part of his voice. Maybe he doesn't want to be raspy every day. Maybe there's another part of his voice and you're the kind of guy to be like, yo, use this, bro. And let me help you enhance it.
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
sing this melody with you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and like that shit also like really helped a lot.
The cocaine house that you
The
and Denzel-
cocaine house. Like y'all too. Like,
No, I ain't gonna lie. The cocaine house is some other shit. Like every time y'all did some cocaine house, it was always fire.
Please
Like,
explain to them what cocaine house is.
Okay.
Yeah.
None of us was on coke. I don't do that shit. Let me just clarify. I don't
he
do
told
coke.
me it was
Fuck
called
no.
cocaine house.
Nah, cause back in the day, the singers like they would be
on cocaine.
like they'll be do that shit and do cocaine. Like you see it all the goddamn movies, 5 Heartbeats and shit.
That's a
like
fact.
you know what I'm saying? When they toot it up, they boot it up. They do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Nah, y'all came through with that shit, boy. Like every
Yeah,
single
man.
time. Yo, y'all
It's
did
that
some
soul.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
Actually, that's why I got Seek Discomfort tattooed on my wrist, because I feel like that's how you grow the most, you know, is being outside of your comfort zone. Even like the best artists, like, you know, with your last album, like I feel like, you know, the whole concept of Melting Your Eyes, it's about like stepping into that zone of where you're being so transparent to where it makes you uncomfortable, you know. But that's why you feel the way you do after you make the album. Is like, damn, I grew so much, and now I feel like I'm in a place to where I can be more expressively myself, you know. And that's the thing with Meech on this album, was that like it was his first step into doing something solo, so it was like it's already discomforting, you know. But like being able to understand that about yourself and being comfortable with the idea of being uncomfortable is why you've gotten to the point that you've already gotten to now, you know. Like me coming in, it wasn't anything more than like you just already being yourself. I just was trying to like help push the buttons that kind of activated the ideas that were already there, you know.
You push that button, nigga. 'Cause I ain't know, like during this whole process, I think I did a good job of, I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but you think you know what you want to do, but music is very crazy. You can have the idea in your head, but if you can't get the person or the relationship with the person to create that sound for you, it doesn't exist. You know, I'm pretty sure you have a million songs in your head that hasn't been made yet.
Yeah.
Because you
I
gotta
know
figure
that's
out
right.
you gotta figure out how to put the words together, unless you can make it yourself, to describe it to the person that can make it for you. You gotta figure out you're the vessel for that sound. It might be a sound that doesn't exist yet. So you gotta figure out in yourself, how can I do something also sometimes that makes Dot tap into a part of himself that he's never tapped into, without messing up the real foundation of what you're trying to do, because you don't want to feel like you're trying too hard to do anything. Everything you do musically to me should feel organic. I don't ever want to overthink anything. If I overthink it, it better be Bohemian Rhapsody. You feel me? Like we gonna overthink to the next level.
Yeah.
One question I want to ask: what's your favorite song on my album? Everyone, I want to ask.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna start with Dot.
Okay. I gotta go with Destiny.
Thank you.
I gotta go with Destiny. Like
Wait, it's called The Moment.
the moment. All right,
Original
so,
name called.
We're still in
Destiny.
like references names.
Destiny.
Like,
Wait.
and that changed last minute too.
Yeah.
But the moment, oh my goodness, bro! I think you just went off on that. All the references you made on there, like
homie
there's a
called me
thick
last night.
bitch on my lap. Her name Destiny. Like so many ways to think about that line. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it makes you feel like you can go out there and grab your fucking destiny. You know what I mean? And that like you skated on that. That shit is fire.
Oh, man, I'm about to say Lost Souls.
Lost
And
Souls
like we
is
talked
good,
about
too.
it earlier, I think that like the best music is created from the most authentic situations and the most empathetic moments and the most, like I said, transparent moments. So, you know, Denzel being there for you in that moment, and then you guys kind of creating that and not having to like create a situation that creates the moment, but like it was in
Just
direct
live in it.
response
Yeah.
to something that had happened in your life, and it allowed you to be the most transparent that you could have been in that moment possible. Like there was no faux emotion, you know, like Denzel felt it, he knows you, he loves you, like it's family, you know. So when you felt the emotions you felt, he felt the emotions you felt. So for him to be there for you and you to be there for him and to create the moment that you did, it doesn't matter what the end goal objective mentally was for where that song was going to be placed. It was the culmination of the energy in itself and how it was able to be manifested into what it was, you know. And that's why, like, with that, obviously every record that you've made, you speak from your heart always. But to create a moment like that in a moment like that it's unmatched, it's unparalleled.
I would have to say Curse in the beginning because just the way it introed everything. You had your boy, you had Rail in there, and the way he introed you because this is like your debut album. And then on top of that, you talk about everything that you're about to go through and the way you transition everything into this album of the person you are. And then even the ending, you know what I'm saying? Me and you had mad talks about like trying to get Rick Ross on there, and, you know, giving Sam Sneak, calling Sam Sneak, giving Sam Sneak dot number and them boys talking. And I would just remember like that ending, it reminds me of something that I'll hear on a Marvin Gaye album, like What's Going On, like on that album. Like that, curse me, curse me, curse me, curse me, ooh, oh.
And I wanted Anthony Hamilton to sing that shit, originally my soul.
But it was so beautiful. I felt that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I miss when music used to sound like that.
My favorite. On God. It's the antithesis of what I do musically. Whereas like, I got lyrics. The beat is also hip hop, but it's not hip hop. You feel me? You feel me? And it's like, I'm telling a story. I'm bringing you with me, but I'm not taking you. People be afraid when I be taking them on a journey, bro. So I gotta make sure sometimes. And then, like, texturally, what that song was when we first made it, if anyone heard the first beat and what you did to that beat, and all the things you did to make that song what it became, it's like, it's a beautiful story, and I love that song a lot. And then to have like Freddie Gibbs on that song is also, it's just like it's icing on the cake, because that song is already, to me, that's like one of my favorite songs already made. So if no one was on it, it wouldn't, but having Freddie on it is like, oh, this is the best cake ever. I thought I just like this cake. Everybody like this shit now. So like, that was like a bonus. And then I would say Hennessy and Halos is, because to me, that was like also the genesis of Outside of Lost Souls. That was the first beat that I rapped on when me and you were together for the first time. And I think that was the first time everybody that we worked with got to see me rap in the studio and see me in person and see how I work. And then performing that song live for the first time showed me like, oh, this energy, people really love this. Like, this form of Meech, they could take a whole album of this Meech.
That's
like
fact.
They're ready for a whole album of this. I'm not ready to give an album of that.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When at the show, when it dropped, the energy shifted. It definitely was the moment everything shifted. You know what I'm saying? Like, the crowd immediately, like, they caught the vibe, and then when you jumped in the crowd,
it just boosts.
Oh my goodness. That, like, and we were talking about that earlier about how seeing the album come to life at the show was like, it was amazing to watch. And during the show, this nigga would be looking at me like, I told you, nigga, look at me, they're singing every word, nigga, like what I told you. Because up until that day, I've never seen, because I've never been to a Flatbush Zombie show, and we've talked about this too, and I'm like, yo, I know your body already. Like, I've heard the trail of destruction y'all have left across the country. Like, I've heard it. Like, people have come to me and be like, yo, I was at the Zombie show. I'm like, yo, you know, they from Brooklyn, I'm from Brooklyn and shit. And, you know, so to see you, especially that being your first time, like, up on stage, you said, you're like, yo, this is the first time I'm gonna look to my left and right, I'm not gonna have my niggas with me. And to see you just kind of like, you know, it was like, okay, yeah, Gothic luxury, we taking this shit to the top, bro, straight up.
This is very important in the process. There was a time when Denzel challenged us on this song and was like,
yeah, I
like this song, but the beat, I feel like it's the same thing over and over and over and over. And it's funny because he wasn't wrong, but it's not that the version that he said, the original version was bad, but you challenged me and I challenged you. I said, you were like, man, and I was like, wait, what is it, nigga? Say what it is, nigga.
I remember that, because I was in front of the computer.
I like it. It's just the beat, it don't change. And I was like, thank you, say what you feel. Because too often, I ain't no pussy, bro. It's a song. You feel me? It ain't a tattoo. And even a tattoo, I got misspelled tattoos. We'll be all right. For me, it's a song, and like, talk to me, because not for nothing, I want the people around me that cares for my best intention. Always. Because if you ever did anything like that, nigga, I'll tell you, like, I ain't gonna front, bro. And you haven't done anything like that. That's why I never shared it with you like that. Mm-hmm. If you did, I would tell you, and I'm glad you shared that, even if I had to be like, because usually I tap niggas and say, tell me the truth, bro. I be begging for the truth. I want it.
I just don't know, man, because it'll just be like, bro, you try to tell a certain artist, like, hey, I don't know. They be like, nigga, you don't know about the, like,
But here's the
you
thing.
Be like, bro, you trying to
But here's the
square
thing,
up
bro.
on,
I ain't gonna
like,
front.
fuck,
You
like-
my nigga to the point where I might do that.
Yo, man, I'm just gonna be like, my nigga.
But at the end of the day, it don't matter, bro. Because if you were right, I'll call you back and be like, yo, you right, nigga. When I perform that song, these niggas do not be moving to that shit. Because I'm that kind of person to me. What he said also woke up something in you, and it woke up something in me, and it made the song have a new life and have more purpose. Because that was one of the first things we recorded for the album.
Yeah.
And you sit with something for a while, you get demo-itis.
That's a fact.
And you kind of broke the, get out the demo-itis, nigga.
I'm
like,
not gonna lie. I remember that session, and literally that night I went home and I was up all night in headphones working on that track because literally I left the session when you sent that. I was like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because if you remember the original beat, that's the last
part of a beat.
Yeah, the first beat.
I think I picked like 20 seconds
It's
of a
so
beat.
funny. The first beat played them, and once it got to the end, I want this part. This is the part I want to rap on.
It's just like, bro, it's like adding dynamic to it. You know what I'm saying? Every album that you love has a dynamic. Even the albums you were a part of, all of them have a dynamic to them.
Everything these niggas are part of is dynamic.
Dynamic as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I was just looking at that and I was thinking about like the albums that I always liked. Even Nirvana, if you listen to their albums, that shit had dynamic. You know what I'm
Sonic
saying?
dynamic, emotional dynamic is all important.
You had Breed, and then you had a song like I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, and then but when you get to that hook, like you were like, oh shit. Like I thought it was gonna be like this the whole song. Then they go back to I'm so happy. Like
It's a roller coaster. It keeps you on it. You know what I'm saying?
you wanna have that dynamic with albums, you know? You
And
always
I
gotta
can't
feel
front.
like
You saying that made Hennessy and Halos the biggest roller coaster on the album.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I've tripped to LSD with LSD to that song, and I'm gonna let you know now.
That's the one.
That shit is a fucking. The whole album, when that shit came on, I was like,
Hold on.
nigga had to hold on to his nigga, put his seatbelt on, nigga.
Right, hold
I was in the crib with my seatbelt on, nigga. Those things are, I don't know who that is. IRS is here.